everybody. This is the new Take 10 with Terry. I am Terry. I wanted to talk to you today about something called October Unprocessed. It is a movement, challenge, whatever you want to call it, that started in about 2009. I've been participating for about 5 years now. The whole idea is that for the month of October, you're going to just clean up your diet. You're going to kick out the junk food, the processed food, the chemicals, the preservatives. And the idea is that at the end of that month, you're going to feel really good and you're going to sort of prep yourself for what comes after that, which is November and December, the major party season, where it's just all about indulgence. Okay, all rules go out the window, right? So October is kind of a good time to reset. And the first year I did it, I did sort of okay. I think each year I've gotten better at it. And I think products have also gotten cleaner. So it's easier to find things that are clean. It's not a calorie thing. It's not really a diet thing. It's not about gluten or carbs or any of that stuff. It's just about eating clean, whole food. You've probably heard this a million times. I say it all the time. Shop the walls at the grocery store. That's really pretty sound advice. And if you did that, you'd be pretty darn close to October Unprocessed anyway, having an unprocessed diet. But if you're like me, there are those things that you love, and sometimes you venture into the middle of the grocery store because that's where the cookies live. So for the month of October, I'm going to kick out things like cookies, crackers that are highly processed, granulated sugar. That is an incredibly processed food. Actually, that is not even a food. Okay, so I have 10 things here that I was going to show you, give you an idea about what are really good things to include and some things that you might want to skip. And do remember that October Unprocessed it's a goal. You don't have to do it for the entire month. You could do it for a day. You could do it for a week. You can make exceptions because you can say, I love that cottage cheese so much that it's okay. I'm gonna eat the preservatives that are in it because it's such an important part of my diet for the protein. Okay, I'm gonna show you some things like these brownies here that I dearly love, but the October Process Challenge is really about reading labels. So I love them, they're delicious, but then when I read the label, and you can also tell immediately from looking at a label that has lots and lots and lots of ingredients, chances are it's processed. So there are lots of things in here that I can't even pronounce. So for the month of October, I'm probably not going to eat these brownies. Same for these cookies. Okay, they're vegan. They're trail mix. There's all kinds of great stuff in there. But there's also things like emulsifiers, riboflavin, folic acid, stuff that you would not find in a normal kitchen. I think one of the rules, or one of the sayings that October Unprocessed has is if your grandmother read that ingredients list and there were things on there that she didn't recognize, then you probably shouldn't be eating it. So this is a really good example. Organic, something that you can eat. Don't necessarily assume that everything organic is fine. Check the label. This says, here's what it has in it. Black beans, water, sea salt. Perfect. This, no sugar, no nothing. It is basically dried pears. That's it. I love crackers, but most crackers, I'll just give you an example. I love these. I get them at Trader Joe's all the time. They have a really, really long ingredients list. So there's a bunch of stuff in here that's kind of not so great for you. These, on the other hand, they're a little dry. They're not very exciting, but they're completely clean. Same for mustard. It's easy to find clean mustard these days. So this, perfectly good. If you were to ever read the label of ketchup, you'd be terrified. There's all kinds of just awful things in there. Even these kind of things, if you look at them, It's a power bar, sort of a, a snacky bar. You look at the ingredients list. Some of it's perfectly okay, whole grains, honey, stuff like that. But there's a lot of other stuff in there that you just don't really know what that is. So probably for the month of October, I'm going to skip those. This is Ezekiel bread. It's much better toasted. Can be a little dry, but it's very good for you. And it does not have in it what those things like Wonder Bread, those really soft, incredibly delicious breads that you find at the store. They have lots of preservative and lots of weird chemicals in them. Ezekiel bread does not. So, and I am not being paid by any of these brands, by the way. I brought this just to show it's a pomegranate. Really, the whole idea is just to keep it simple. Fruits, vegetables, grains, whole foods, clean, and you can commit as much or as little as you want to this challenge, but it's really fun. I will include some links in the post so you can take a closer look and let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to join me, and we can talk about all the cookies and brownies that we are not going to eat in the month of October. All right, I will talk to you again soon. Bye.